Hi class, we need to take a look at example 2. Now in example 2, we're actually evaluating expressions and simplifying. And here's the basic idea. So for this problem, they want us to evaluate w is equal to 2 for all problems, and then they want us to simplify. So what I'm going to do here is basically put a parenthesis on the variable. So this is equivalent to w minus 6. And then plug in the correct value, in this case 2 minus 6, which is equal to negative 4. And in this case, what it's saying is that, well, this expression, if you plug in the values of 2, you're going to obtain negative 4. So that's what it represents to evaluate expressions. If the expression changes, well, then your answer is going to change as well. For example, let's take a look at problem B. And in problem B, I'm going to do the same process. I'm just going to put a parenthesis on the w. So this is equivalent to 6 minus w. And then they still want us to plug in the values of 2. So this will be 6 minus 2, which is going to be, well, 6 minus 2, which is 4. So careful on every one of these expressions. They're technically different. Let's move on to C. In this case, we're looking at, let me put the equal signs. So this will be equivalent to w to the third power. And in this case, 2 to the third power is going to be 8. So nothing much to do on C other than, we'll multiply 2 times 2 times 2, which will give us the 8. Let's move on to problem D. In problem D, this is equivalent to a 3 times a w squared, or a 3 times a 2 squared, or a 3 times a 4, or a 12. That's our final answer for this problem. We end up with 12. Let's move on to E. Now E, it's going to be very similar to the previous one, except that it has another square. So let me just rewrite it. This will be 3 times 2 squared, or 3 times 4 squared, or 12 squared, or 144. That's it for E. Let's move on to F. On problem F, we have a division. So let me just rewrite it as this is 4 over 5 times w. This is equal to 4 over 5 times 2. And before we multiply, let me cancel common factors. So let me rewrite it as 2 times 2 to the 4, and then 5 times 2. And then we can cancel the common factors of the 2's. So we end up with 2/5. That's it for F. Let's move on to the next one. This will be G. On G, well, this one represents a 3. The exponent is w. Or 3, the exponent is going to be a 2. And 3 to the second will be the values of 9. That's it for G. Let's talk about an interesting property. So one of the properties that's going to show up later is that any value raised to the 0 is going to be 1. So in this case, we technically have a 2 raised to the 0, or to the 0 automatically is 1. It's just one of the properties that's going to show up later. So any non-zero number raised to the 0 exponent, it's automatically 1. Let's move on to I. And this one, well, you just have the values of w raised to the first power. And w was 2 raised to the first power. It's simply 2. That's actually it for these problems. Let me do problem 2 here, and then we'll put the rest of them in a different video. Okay, so problem 2 is slightly different. So let me rewrite it, and it's only different in terms of the expressions. So in this case, we have a, b plus the values of c. And what I'm going to do here is put parentheses on all the variables. So technically a, b plus the values of c. And then what makes this one different is that every one of these values, it's different. So we're also only doing one single evaluation. So we're looking at, this will be a, so that will be -5 times b is 7 plus a -3. And the main idea I'm putting the parentheses is for the negatives, because as you can see on this one, once you put in the parentheses, you're multiplying a positive and a negative, which is going to give us a -35 plus a -3, or -35 minus 3, or -38. So our answer for problem 2 ends up giving us -38. That's it for these set of problems. I'll put the rest on another video.